fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today with a post-completion review of my very first Dreamer Designs canvas. And I'm so super excited, one, just to have this done finally, because I feel like it's taken me forever. And two, I'm also excited because this is going to be my third of my Big 10 canvases that I have now completed. So I'm excited for that. So I'm just going to kind of unfold it here and let you guys see it in all of its glory. I am so excited about how well this came out. I can't even tell you guys. Now, it is a Dreamer Designs, like I said. It is called Cottage on the Water by Barbara Felisky, and it is 90 by 60. Now, I will say there's quite a bit of confetti. So you can see in the flowers over here, all of the trees, these flowers, plus all of the stonework on both buildings. And then, of course, just the reflections in the water. I mean, there's confetti. Now, having said that, there's also was multi-placing to be done. I think probably the heaviest areas of confetti were the flowers over here, and then up in the tree, the very large tree that's in the foreground, were probably, for me, I think, the biggest areas of confetti. But there was multi-placing to be done. This whole section kind of down here, there are multiple colors, but there was still enough that, large sections of color that you could do some multi-placing. Even over here in this stone, the highlighted section right here, you can see was quite a bit of multi-placing just in one color. The window up at the top there was quite a bit of multi-placing, and of course the big sky and sections of the water. So, yeah, I'm super pleased with how it came out. This canvas had 58 colors and 3 ABs. It is round, but there are just some things that for me were a little bit different than I'm used to with other kits, and not good or bad, just different. I think the rendering was really well. I mean, I think you can tell from how the final painting turned out that it was really well rendered from the initial image. Yeah, just some things that are different. So it turned out really well, and I'm happy with that. Some things that were different for me. So I'm used to, and let me move the camera a bit and zoom in here. I'm used to, on the edges, uh, placing my washi tape right up to the next where the printed image is, because that's the end of where the glue is normally. Dreamer Designs does theirs a little bit differently, which I didn't realize when I put on the washi tape. But there is actually glue here at the end that I should have covered up with washi tape, because they have all the way around the edge of the canvas, they have like a little 1/4 inch of the image that does not have the symbols on it. So I like that, because that means when I go to frame it, I can cut it here, and I'm going to have a very nice straight line and still have that 1/4 inch that I need when I go to frame it, because when you frame something, that's how much of an overhang you're supposed to figure to frame something, is a 1/4 of an inch. So I would be able to display all of my drills without having to lose any of my drills, but I have that very nice line to follow. That also isn't right at the edge of my drills. So I like it for that reason. However, like I said, I didn't realize that at the time, because if I had known that, then I would have put my washi tape all the way up there. So I dealt with a little bit of, I've got stuff kind of sticking to it that probably wouldn't have happened if I had realized that I needed to put the washi tape right up to the drills. Now, having said that, this is also a canvas where I experimented with the washi tape and cover sheet method. And I gotta say, I think I did okay. I didn't cut through the canvas, although I can see sections where I cut through the washi tape. I'm trying to see if I can find one here. where I cut through the washi tape. So like this section right here, if I peel the washi tape up, I think there's a cut. And of course I'm looking for what I can see it, but I don't think I cut all the way through the washi tape. Maybe there's one over here. Anyway, oh, here's one. So I can see the line and I can see that I cut through the washi tape. I didn't cut through it very far, as you can see. Let me move it over here so you guys can see. So I cut through it a little bit. Not enough that I felt the need to pull up the washi tape, but I just pulled it up a little bit, or I cut through it a little bit. So that was frustrating for me. So I got to say, not a fan of the washi tape cover sheet method. I get it. I understand why people like it. It makes for great Instagram photos, like I said, but just not my preferred method. And also, I think that contributed to me feeling like it took me forever to finish this because I could see the whole painting the whole time. Whereas when I use my cover sheets, I block off, sections of it. So I'm really only looking at just this little section at a time, and that's all I've got to worry about, versus kind of staring at the entire painting the entire time and going, ugh, am I ever going to finish this? So that being said, I think it turned out great. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer so that I can show you guys what some of the close-up work looks like. Now, I will tell you from here, my drill work looks great when you get up close. Some of it's a little wavy, but it looks good. So I'm happy with it. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to zoom in and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are some of the ABs that went in the kit. Now, I will say I didn't make any changes. I already had 3 ABs, so I thought that was plenty. But this particular AB, this kind of pinky one, all of the drills are just a teeny bit taller than the other drills. And I mean, of any of the other drills in the kit. So anywhere that pinky color is, if I slide it over, there's some more of them over here that you can see. They stick up just a little bit. Now, it's not enough to be noticeable when you're standing back from the painting, but when you get up fairly close and also when you run your hands over it, of course, you can feel it. So that was a little bit disconcerting. And it was just that one particular kind of pinky AB. There were also some purple ABs in here. I hope me moving this is not making anyone sick. I apologize. Up here you can see in these purple ABs, gorgeous ABs. Love the drills. The drills were very nice quality to work with, but those AB drills, the purple ones, were not as tall as the pink ones. I don't really understand. I don't know why, but so that was something that I was dealing with too. And then I will just say that for the most part, while I enjoyed this, I think some of this for me was tempered by the fact that it seemed to take me forever. And that's my own fault. That's nothing against Dreamer Designs. That's because I started this back in February and then other projects kind of took over and it, kind of fell by the wayside until I could get back to it. And then I feel like I've been on this kind of sprint to finish it because I want to get it done so I can move on to some other projects, which, I mean, that's diamond painting, right? I'm always going to be wanting to move on to other projects. That being said, I'm super happy with how it turned out. So even at this size, the 90 by 60, I wasn't sure when I bought it if it would turn out really well. If there would be enough detail in the painting to kind of do the original image justice. And I really think it does. I think it was rendered really well. I think it looks very realistic, which sometimes, diamond paintings don't. The water reflections, I think, turned out really well. The reflections over here of this kind of stone planter and then being reflected in the water, I think they did a good job of. Kind of pickets here, and then both buildings, the roof tiles, I think everything just turned out really well. Now, I will say, if you are not a fan of confetti, this is probably not a good canvas for you because there was quite a bit of confetti, like I said, with all the flowers and the brickwork and the stonework and all of that. But I feel like for me personally, it was nicely balanced out with a good mix of multi-placing and confetti. So, and the drills were nice quality. Like I said, just a couple things that kind of took me aback were the drills, the AB drills that were a little bit tall, and then kind of not knowing where I really should have placed my washi tape here on the edges. You know, I wish I had known that I needed to kind of move it from where it was, but it all turned out really well. I think it turned out great. I'm super happy with it. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to frame this one or not. I have some other Dreamer designs to do, and I don't know if, you know, I only have limited wall space, so I don't know if this will be one that I frame. And you can see, I've just noticed, you can see up here in the corner where I cut through the washi tape because I was using that cut method with my ceramic cutter. So yeah, I probably won't be doing that again. I'll be sticking to using my release papers, but I'm so excited that I finally got this one finished. Now I can mark one off on my Big 10. I can move on to some of my other projects, and I'm excited to see what the other Dreamer designs I have in my stash are going to turn out like. I have another one that's pretty similar in landscape. It's another landscape, a Dominic Davison. That's another water building kind of kit. And then I have one that's at the Victorian Mansion from them. And then I have a couple that are kind of going to be more colorful ones. So those will probably wait for a while. But yeah, so super happy that I'm finally finished with this one. And I'm going to keep talking, but I will be zooming you in. So if you are easily queasy, please don't mind me. I am going to continue talking while I zoom in and show you some of the drill work here. And again, my drill work is not perfect ever, but I think it turned out really well. Like I said, I'm super happy with it. I think the ABs were really nice. Like I said, a nice mix for me of confetti and color blocking. So, and you can see, let me move this over a little bit here. You can see here here's the tree trunk. So you can see some multi-placing there. But then when you get up into the tree itself, lots of confetti, obviously. The windows and the flower boxes. I just thought they did a really good job of rendering this to make it look realistic. You know, make the bricks look like brick, make these look like little pickets. Here, let me get this, instead of at an angle, let me try and shoot this flat on so you guys can kind of see what I mean. So even just these little flowers here, I think they did such a good job on. So yeah, super happy with the way it turned out. So when you get in close, you can see all of the gorgeous ABs. And yeah, just super happy with how it turned out. So definitely going to be keeping Dreamer designs on my to buy from again list. So yeah, there you go, guys. My finish of Cottage on the Water from Dreamer Designs. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Before you leave, guys, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.